Okay, lesson 12.7, bonds. Your objective is to compute the annual interest and annual yield of a bond investment. Bonds are a written pledge from a business or government that indicates the holder has lent the issuer money and will be repaid with interest after a certain amount of time. Okay? Press pause to finish writing this down and play to resume. Okay. Here are a few formulas for you on today's work. Bond cost equals face value times percent. Annual interest equals face value times interest rate. And annual yield equals annual interest divided by bond cost. Okay? Pause, get it written down, play to resume. Moving right along. George Vanderhill purchases a Ford fund. It's a $1,000 bond at the quoted price of $89.5. The bond pays interest at a rate of 6%. Okay? We have three things we need to find. Find the interest, find the cost of the bond, and find the annual yield. Okay. Now, for part A, finding the interest. All right, the bond is $1,000 times 6% interest, giving me an annual interest of $60. Okay? Now, for part B, it says find the cost of the bond. Now, your formula to find the cost of the bond is face value times percent. Okay? Well, the only percent I see looking at this problem is the 6%. But right here it says the quoted price of $89.5. Well, believe it or not, in the bond world, that is a percent right there. Okay? So, to find the cost of the bond, it is 1,000 times 0.895. You still have to move your decimal over, even though that percent sign was not there. Okay? So 1,000 times 0.895 is $895. All right? Now, part C wants us to find the annual yield. The annual yield is the interest divided by the cost. So it's simply 60 divided by 895. Plug that in your calculator, and you get 0.067039. Okay, we're just going to round that off. My yield is 6.7%. All right? All right, now let's go ahead and let's go on to problem 1 of the homework. Okay, press pause. When you're ready to see it work, press play. Okay, number 1. It says a $1,000 GE global bond at 80.5 that pays 6% interest. Okay, they want us to find the interest first. So 1,000 times 0.06. Okay, $60. Part B wants us to find the cost of the bond, and remember, 80.5 in the bond world is a percent. So 1,000 times 0.805 is $805 is the cost of the bond. Part C wants us to find the yield. 60 divided by 805. Plug that in the calculator, and you get 0.07453, which works out to be 7.45% yield. Okay? Hopefully you got that right. Let's go ahead and let's look at problem number 2. Press pause, work it out. It has the same A, B, and C that you worked on the last one. Press play to resume. Okay, problem number 2. A $10,000 Dallas municipal bond at 102.5 that pays 5% interest. Okay, so we're going to find the interest first. 10,000 times 0.05. That gives me interest of $500. Okay. Part B wants us to find the cost of the bond. 10,000 times 1.025. Okay. That is $10,250. Okay. And part C wants us to find the yield. 500 divided by 10,250. Plug that in the calculator. And you get 0.04878, which works out to be 4.88% yield. Okay? Excellent job. Hopefully you got it all right. Pretty easy lesson today. Here's your assignment. Lesson 12.7, page 460, 1 through 13, and 17. Get busy. Lad DZ out.